Hello everybody, it's Lady Kaylah here, and welcome to the Geekdom. Today I am just in my pajamas, and I am chilling, and I have absolutely nothing to do other than homework, which is reading Sense and Sensibility by Jane Austen, and that is boring. My time period is Anglo-Saxon through medieval. So, yeah. Speaking about Anglo-Saxon through medieval, I want to talk about A Song of Ice and Fire / Game of Thrones. I was just sitting around the house and I started working up an idea, and I was like, I should totally rant about this in a video. And it just started with me thinking about how we watch shows like Game of Thrones and The Walking Dead, and we read the material which it's based on, and I honestly was apprehensive about Game of Thrones becoming a show, because one thing I hate is when people watch it and they automatically start making everything black and white. And you can't do that with shows like these, and so with A Song of Ice and Fire, we get so many different characters who are just like, oh, I wouldn't do that, so that makes that character bad, or unsympathetic, or just automatically they're zoned in one sense, and then nobody uses higher level thinking to think, oh, these are human characters, they're layered, they have reasons why they got to where they were, they have things that happen to them that make them at least in some sense sympathetic. And one of these characters that I was thinking about was Cersei. So this is going to be a rant about Cersei Lannister and why she is a more complex character than to just be written off as, oh, she's bad, she's this, and this. And I will not disagree. She is definitely a character that fits under the villain category, and I'm not saying that this is a defense for what she's done. This is not at all like that at all. She is villainous, she is negative, she has this hunger for power that drives her, and she's done horrible things, and that's not what this video is about. This is not about justifying all the horrible things she does, because she does do horrible things and she is a horrible person. However, how many people has stopped to think why she's gotten this way? What has made her such a bad person? And I have yet to reread the books, and I have not really kept up with the show. I have not watched this season, but I do remember what drives her and what makes her a villainous character is her power. But we don't think about why she has such a thirst for power. So I'm going to put out there one speculation. There are many, many, many. She's a very layered character. So this is just going to be one of the speculations that people really need to think about when they think about the character Cersei. And that is her being a woman. The fact that she is a woman in this time period is what kills her to her very core. She grows up in a world with her twin brother. So imagine you are growing up with a peer who is the same age as you, who looks like you, and they are getting different training than you, they're getting treated differently than you, they get to do all these cool things that you don't get to do. And especially as a child, all you can think is like, why? I want to do all these cool things. I want to learn how to fight. I want to learn politics. I want to learn how to rule. I want to be the heir to Casterly Rock. And as a child, obviously, you're not going to understand all the reasons why you can't do this. And this is why Cersei becomes a very, very interesting character, because she is one of the few female characters that does not stick or like the roles that are limited to her for her being a woman. And, you know, everyone, when they think about characters who defy roles, they think Brienne, they think Arya, and nobody thinks Cersei. But Cersei is one of those characters who hates the fact that she's limited by her own society. And instead of becoming, you know, good like Brienne and Arya, obviously Arya's kind of questionable as she slays ruthlessly, but anyways, that's a different topic. She doesn't become good, she becomes more evil because of this limitation that she has. And she has just this deep-seated hatred because of these limits. And, you know, we see it in quotes where, you know, she says, when she got slapped by Robert, I believe it was because she said that she should be wearing the armor and Robert should be wearing the gown. You know, she talks to her father, you know, and tries to get political and tries to understand this world of intrigue that she's not really invited to, and so and she's rejected right away by her father. Like, her father's like, go learn your place. Her husband's like, go learn your place. She's just told by everyone around her to just learn her place, and is not given opportunity to show her her potential as, you know, someone who can be good at politics, somebody who can be good at ruling. She's not even given a chance, and that eats away at her, and that's why she becomes who she becomes. And if you look at it from this perspective, it makes a lot more sense as to why she does what she does, and her motivations, and why she says things that she says, and why she has such a drive to hold on to power. Now, I think towards the end, especially in the books it's in it at more, she goes a little more crazy, and I think it's because she's limited, and no matter what she does, there's absolutely nothing she can do to get in the position that she wants because she's a woman. And I think it, like, literally drives her mad. And so here's a character who I think with this background we can see in a new light. We can see her motivations and why she's a more complex character than one you can just brush off as, oh, she's evil, or she's a power-hungry bitch. There are reasons why she's like that, and I think they're valid reasons, and they're understandable reasons as to why she becomes the person that she becomes, and we don't look at these things. We are too quick to just be like, oh, she's evil because she did this, this, and this, and we don't look at more human reasoning, and that's why George R.R. Martin was one of my favorite writers, and I just could not get enough because these characters are human. They have they have layers that you can explore and you can understand, and it's just so much more fun to look at it that way other than writing off these characters in these black and white categories. It's so frustrating when I see that, because I'm just like, think of it deeper, think of it, you know, why she's doing that. You know, a lot of these characters are a lot more sympathetic than we give them credit for, and Cersei is definitely one of the characters that I would put as a very strong woman, and a woman who defies society standards, and we refuse to like look at it that way, but it's definitely true of her character. And so I just want to hear your guys' response in the comments, get some discussion going on, and when I reread the books and I will catch up with the show, we can definitely look at some examples and we can go and explore this topic a lot more. If you have any other topics that you want me to discuss, I will gladly do that. Sorry this video is so specific and it doesn't explore too much, but this is just to get the juices flowing for more exploration. I can do this for other characters. Just let me know in the comments below, or you can contact me, Facebook, Twitter, however you need to do so. All the information is going to be in the description below. But yeah, that's a video and a rant that I've kind of been keeping inside that just needed to come out. So thank you for your time. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.